Hello everyone, I am Mas Qureshi from LJ Institute of Applied Sciences. This is last of the three videos for Unit 3B of Chemistry Paper 301 from Semester 5. That is Nucleophilic Aromatic Substitutions. So let's have a look. In this video, I will cover benzene mechanism for nucleophilic aromatic substitution. Now the most important point of this topic is the origin of the mechanism. This mechanism is having an amazing history. The bimolecular displacement mechanism, that is SN2AR, that we have already studied in second video of this unit, is known since early few years of 20th century. Now we also know that as per this mechanism, if we want to carry out the nucleophilic substitution on aryl halide, then electron withdrawing group should be present on ortho or para position. Otherwise, harsh reaction condition would be required. But somewhere in 1950s, when unsubstituted chlorobenzene was subjected to undergo nucleophilic substitution in the presence of sodamide and liquid ammonia, the formation of aniline took place very rapidly without any harsh reaction conditions. So this reaction was against the earlier mechanism, so it was clear that this reaction is not at all following the SN2AR mechanism, and there must be any other possible mechanism to justify this reaction. Finally, in 1953, John D. Roberts got the answer. He carried out the same reaction just by replacing the alpha carbon with its radioactive isotope, that is carbon 14, that is also called labeling. Here he got the interesting result. Two products were produced in equal amount, where in product 1, NH2 was attached on the same alpha carbon where the chlorine was present, but in another product it was attached on the adjacent carbon. From this experiment, he derived the concept of benzene mechanism, which can justify this reaction. So let us understand the mechanism. It is also known as SNEA, that is elimination addition mechanism for nucleophilic aromatic substitution. It is a two-step mechanism. First step is elimination and second is addition. Here also we have taken the example of chlorobenzene. So this is how the oral reaction takes place. In this mechanism, electron withdrawing group is not required on the ring, as we have seen in the case of bimolecular displacement mechanism. Just in the presence of strong base like sodamide, aryl halide can undergo substitution by benzene mechanism. But the condition of this mechanism is there must be a proton available at ortho position of the leaving group. So let's see the complete mechanism. The elimination reaction can be splitted into two sub-steps. In step 1, deprotonation of aryl halide from the ortho position takes place in the presence of strong base, that is sodamide. The base will abstract the proton from the ortho position because protons at the ortho positions are comparatively more acidic than the other three protons available at meta and para positions. This higher acidity is because of the inductive effect of chlorine atom that is present at adjacent carbon. If hydrogen is not available at ortho position, then base cannot abstract the proton from meta or para position because protons at these positions are not that much acidic. So here we will get the intermediate carbon ion. Here we should remember one thing, like in previous mechanism, NH2- cannot directly attack on the alpha carbon in normal circumstances because no electron withdrawing group is present on the ring. Now in step 2, elimination of chloride ion takes place. Here as we know that alpha carbon is having delta positive charge, so the carbon ion will donate the electrons to the ring to make a new bond between alpha and beta carbon. So chloride ion will be removed to form the intermediate benzene, that is highly unstable and reactive. In benzene, two sp2 orbitals of the ring overlaps out of the plane of aromatic pi cloud, that is actually at 90 degree to the plane of the pi cloud. Here we can imagine that this red colored pi cloud is at back and forth of the plane of the board, while these overlapping orbitals are in the plane of the board. Therefore, they form a weak bond due to the poor overlapping, so this bond is fragile and the molecule is highly reactive. The addition reaction can also be splitted into two sub-steps. Step 1 is formation of carbon ion. Here, liquid ammonia can attack either side of the triple bond because the molecule is symmetrical. If the molecule is unsymmetrical, then it is a different scenario. So there are two possible paths, A and B. So this additional bond will be broken and carbanion will be generated in both the path. If you look at the path A, that is blue colored, so ammonia will attack on the labeled carbon and triple bond will be broken, so negative charge will go on the adjacent carbon to give intermediate A. While in path B, that is red colored, ammonia will attack on the triple bond from the adjacent position of the labeled carbon. So the bond will be broken and labeled carbon will get bonding electrons to form a carbanion, that is intermediate B. Now in second step, in both of the cases, carbanion will abstract the proton from the positively charged nitrogen to give two substituted products, A and B. So by labeling the alpha carbon, it is clear that why we are getting two products instead of one. So let us do the rapid revision. First, in elimination reaction, base will abstract the proton to give carbanion. This carbanion will donate electrons to delta positive alpha carbon to give the intermediate benzene. As benzene is unstable, addition reaction will take place to remove the additional bond by nucleophilic attack of ammonia. And finally, all the charge will be neutralized by proton abstraction to give the final product. Now to understand this mechanism thoroughly, I have taken one reasoning type question from the syllabus. The question is, why both orthobromoanisole and metabromoanisole give only one product with sodamide in the presence of liquid ammonia? So in this question, we have a substituted aryl halide, strong base sodamide and liquid ammonia. So clearly it is following benzene mechanism. So let us see the reaction mechanism of both the molecules one by one. So first, we will do elimination in both the molecules. In orthobromoanisole, there is only one proton available at ortho position, so base will simply abstract it to give carbanion that will further donate electron to the ring and bromide ion will be removed to give benzene intermediate. Now in metabromoanisole, there are two orthoprotons available, so there are two possible paths to carry out the elimination. But in path A, carbanion is stabilized by -I effect of both bromide and methoxy group, while in path B, it is only stabilized by the -I effect of bromide. Therefore, carbanion generated by path A is more stable and the reaction will be carried out through the same path to give the intermediate benzene. In both the molecules, we are getting same intermediate, so it is very obvious that we will get the same product. But let us first complete the reaction. So now this benzene intermediate will undergo addition reaction. Here also there are two possibilities for ammonia to attack on the triple bond to produce carbanion. In path A, the carbanion will be stabilized by the -I effect of NH3 only, while in path B, it is highly stabilized by -I effect of both amino and methoxy groups. So that the addition reaction will take place via path B and the single product will be obtained, that is meta-anisidine. Hence proved orthobromo and metabromoanisole will give same product using sodamide and liquid ammonia. So that's all from this topic. Thank you.